Very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the Wednesday night edition of the show. Promises to be fun-filled, exciting as always. We like to start by saying a very big thank you to you for joining us, and we promise that for the next 50 minutes or less than 15 minutes that we bring in Sports Tonight to you this midweek, we will try to make it as exciting, as informative as possible. Thank you once again. My name is Tonite Ibitoye. I'm not alone. Starting off the show with me tonight, I have Tunde Koiki. Tunde, good to have you back on Sports Tonight. We missed you yesterday. We had to explain to people that it wasn't any ban, because people were beginning to think that maybe your ban had started counting. That was why you were not around yesterday.
Which ban?
It was, people said you should go on 7 days of absence. We should ban him for 7 days for predicting that the Eagles were not going to qualify and that we're going to lose to South Africa.
He's entitled to his opinion.
And because his opinion went wrong, completely wrong, they said we should ban him for a few days. But in the spirit of the season.
That is against even the philosophy of football. Sometimes you win, sometimes you draw, sometimes you lose.
In fact, the philosophy of fair play.
In fact, it's even good omen that today we will not win and we are winning. So today, please keep on saying that we won't win.
Don't change, please. Okay. And let us keep saying that we will win. But good to have you back all the same. We're happy to have you around as well on Wednesdays. We wish we could have you for more days, but I know your schedule is very tight. But we're happy to have you.
We can negotiate.
And this is the transfer window is open. The transfer window is open. Okay. The big money spenders are spending money, and the players are moving. Yeah, that reminds me. We will talk about it towards the end of the show. The story that is currently trending is if Chelsea's Juan Mata is on his way to Manchester United or not, if that deal could be concluded in the next couple of hours or not. We'll talk about it. It's a developing story. Yemi Adebayo is on top of that story, and Yemi Adebayo will be joining us later on the show. Hopefully, maybe by the time he even comes on the show, this guy would have completed his medical and as a United player. Who knows? Anything can happen. The speed with which things happen these days is just amazing. But we'll talk about it later on Sports Tonight. We will also talk Australia Open down to the business end now. We have an idea of those in the semi-finals. Roger Federer is giving this one more push, and Yemi will also come in later on to give us a lowdown on what happened today at the Australia Open. And of course, for the men and for the women, he will be giving us a lowdown on all of that as we go along. We will spend time to talk about the CHAN. What kind of tournament has it been? We'll talk about it. Now we have an idea of the last 8 teams. We know the full fixtures for the quarterfinal. We'll talk about that as well later on Sports Tonight. We'll talk about our league. The preseason is starting in a couple of days, and then we have the National League that will be starting as well this weekend. We will talk about it very briefly. Preseason is going on, and then there's a grassroots tournament as well that has produced a lot of stars that we will also talk about on the program tonight. So you are in for a swell time. Just stay with us and ensure that you don't miss out on any part of what we're doing on the program tonight. Tunde, as we speak, United are doing battle with Sunderland. Yeah. Second leg, Pt.1 Cup. United coming into this game with a deficit from the first leg.
2-1 deficit.
Deficit of 2-1 from the first leg. Yeah. All eyes will be on United to turn things around. It cannot go wrong for David Moyes tonight.
I think it's a measure of just how far United are falling. If their thinking is that they have to get into the Pt.1 final. I mean, this is a team that is regularly challenging for continental trophies.
2-3 trophies.
But
to be fair to United, they are still in the running for a lot of trophies this season. Apart from the EPL, they're still in the Champions League. They're still in the FA Cup. For now. Yeah. So there was a season that United didn't win anything.
Oh yeah. And there was a season that they won 3.
Almost everything. So I think it's just not that the world is crumbling on David Moyes. These things happen. A new manager, a club with plenty of history. Things will go down sometimes, but we also expect that teams will bounce back as quickly.
Very true. But you know, like in business cycle, there's also a football cycle when teams have periods of boom and doom. So this is the period in Man U's life cycle where there is a recession right now, following the exit of Sir Alex Ferguson. But giving the manager a 6-year contract shows the kind of confidence that they have. Man U don't normally sack coaches, and they've always had British coaches. The only coach that they had was not.
They normally don't serve coaches because they had one man who was there for close to 3 decades.
3 decades, yeah. But really non-English.
So we can't really use that as a yardstick to judge if they serve coaches or not.
Yeah, but football has changed. When Alex Ferguson was appointed, that was in 1985, 86, or 87, and then football was a totally different dynamic than it is now. I'm just wondering how much patience will the owners have before they decide that it's a change.
All right, we'll talk about it as we go on. We will try to update you with the result of that game as it's going on as right now.
It's currently goalless.
Currently goalless. It's still goalless now, but United need to get the goals from somewhere and turn things around. We'll talk about it. We'll update you once there's a change. You can be sure that we'll update you with that as we go along. Then, of course, we'll talk about FIFA and a whole lot of other things on Sports Tonight this midweek. But let's start off by telling you that in line with what we've been doing this period, we'd like to start by informing you that please get interactive with us on Sports Tonight. The platforms we use by now should be familiar to those of you who regularly watch us on Sports Tonight. But in case you are watching Sports Tonight for the first time from across the globe, wherever you're watching us from, in case you're just watching for the first time, the platforms that you can reach us on are showing on your screen right now. So on Facebook, channels, iPhone Sports, on Twitter, a whole lot of handles there showing, channels_sports, at which is my own handle, at Micho Konta, don't know, this is working behind the scene. So you can tweet at those handles. We will be able to read your comments, your opinion, your thoughts on some of these issues real time on Sports Tonight. So please get busy with us, interact with us, tell us what you feel about some of the issues we've raised, and throw different insights to whatever we might be discussing on Sports Tonight this midweek. And for those of you who are following and very active with us on Twitter, we started this yesterday, and that's the campaign. We said, gentlemen, the CHAN has gotten to a crucial stage where we cannot afford to make mistakes anymore, and in order to help our team avoid the mistake of thinking ahead of themselves, we're going to be taking it one game at a time.